Good morning, everybody. This is Jack Leeson with StartupTrading.com. It is December 3rd, 2019, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, 9 o'clock New York. We got a half an hour to the market opens, and the S&P 500 is down 26 points. We have some pretty aggressive moves in the overnight session, so I want to go over. I'm going to start off with the S&P 500 and really how far can we fall. We have hit some major daily profit targets up here. And that is drawn as a extension from the high of 12/28, so December 28th to high. That traded here once. It actually traded here on the 4th of June, and then to that new high, we traded it again, like literally just tagged it to on the 6th of August. We hit that profit target, which is 31.49. We did go 10 points into it, but you can see we're absolutely getting destroyed coming out of the Thanksgiving holiday over the last 2 days. We haven't had a heavy sell-off in quite some time. In fact, 8 of the last 9 weeks have closed higher. But if I were to anticipate us falling all the way back down into that 50% retracement, that would be no support till 28.40 half. So I do think there's a possibility we see a much bigger sell-off here, guys. Also, something to note. The Monday, so yesterday, was December 2nd, 2019. If anybody remembers, we can go back to the first Monday of December of 2018, and that's actually what began. We were in a little bit of a different setup. We had been coming out of a sell-off in October. And the first Monday there was the 3rd. So we had gapped up. It was a Sunday night, Monday night open. We gapped up and then sold off for the rest of the year, basically down into those major support levels. And those support levels just hit target. So this is the first Monday. That was actually, I think it was at the time, the deepest sell-off in December history of the stock market. So if you move forward, yesterday was the first Monday of December, the first trading day of December. You can see once again, sellers are coming in. So just a little bit of similarities between this year and last year with that. Now, I do want to just point out, guys, let's just be clear, no bottom picking, all right? We are going to have aggressive short selling rallies, but this is not a market to bottom pick. At this point in time, we would need to break above a full 61.8%, all the way up at 31.30 before we even had a potential long setup here. Right now, we have to confirm all long setups. Everything you need to be aware of in every single market, every single index where the full 50% retracement exists. This will continually adjust as we make new lows, but right now the full 50% retracement from the high of the week, Monday, Sunday night, overnight, to low is 31.22. We could really rally all the way up to 31.22. That'd be about 40 points, and then still sell off in a continuation lower. So, day trading, obviously, there'll be opportunities to catch that move up, guys, but let's just clearly define that this trend is currently down. Now, where this trend is down from, that I have in a sequence, let me go to a tick chart, show the extended session. Let me actually go to something that you guys all could pull up. I'm going to go to a 1600 2-day tick chart. We have an extension that I was paying attention to here yesterday that traded, it's a low from 31.43, half the low. That traded here just after the open, 2 targets, and then that same anchor new low traded at its 38% retracement, which is this level right here, made a new low. If you draw it once again to the new low, traded that 38% retracement in the after hours, stuck it to the tick, and we are continuously selling off here. So now that we've gone through all of those profit targets, the low of yesterday to low is the current sequence. This is the first thing I'm going to wait for this morning. So the yesterday's low to low, right now we're just running away into super aggressive micros. If you're short, trail, but it's really hard to just sell into these lows here that we're going to be opening up at it. So I am going to be looking for right now, and every time we make a new low, this obviously needs to be adjusted lower. But right now I'm looking for a retracement back up into 30.95 to 30.97.75. That's going to be my first entry. I'm looking short with the S&P 500, but we are bearish below in the S&P 500, the full halfway back short, guys, and that level is 31.21 half, 31.21 half. There's no major news today, so it's all trading outside of possibly a Trump tweet. Now, really the important thing to watch here, guys, we will make a low as the VIX completes this profit target. Now, I talked about this last week. We were a couple days early with the holiday, but this full halfway back long at 1410 in the VIX futures contract is actually what has created this sell-off in the index. And I talked about this all last week. I posted a couple videos on it. Definitely go back and watch it if you haven't already. 1675 in the VIX is going to be that profit target. When the VIX hits its long profit target, you're going to see the hedges come off, and we're going to be looking for reversals in the S&P 500. So really, as we go into the open here, close to 8:30 Chicago, 9:30 New York, the VIX is most likely going to be completing that profit target. We're very close. Now, when the VIX completes that profit target, what we're going to want to look for is the full halfway back long from the prior day's low to high to trade next. And whenever that halfway back long trades in the VIX, that S&P support level that matches up is going to be the most important resistance. So I'm sorry, the S&P resistance level that matches with the VIX support is going to be the most important level to watch. So this is really crucial here that you guys are following the VIX if you're trading the indexes. Moving on to the NASDAQ, and just a couple of higher time frame things I want to point out. We had major targets complete here in the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ had like a halfway back long for the year that was pretty sloppy and then completed. And then, you know, that mid-low of the year to high was once again sloppy and that completed. The NASDAQ, I don't have any higher time frame support really until a retest of the breakout of highs, guys. Retest of the breakout of highs. And that is, you know, right now down at 79.58. So that's about a 250 point sell-off from here in the NASDAQ. And I've seen 250 points happen in a day, and it can literally happen this week. We can retrace half of this move in a week's time, absolutely no problem. So that would not be unusual for us to get that aggressive of a sell-off. So for those of you guys who are even like looking to trade stocks, don't be eager to buy this bottom. This is a trend change in the indexes, and you can see the speed of which we're selling off at. Right now, my sequence in the NASDAQ, I'm going to just be looking at the full. I don't really like to trade the NASDAQ aggressively because it is just such a big market. There was an extension from 84.07 half to low that I was looking at. We have not gone through that negative 61.8% profit target. We have completed a negative 23. So really the only thing I'd be interested in is a same anchor new low with resistance at 82.87 and 83.10.75. Those are the only two levels that I'm looking for in the NASDAQ right now. We also always want to be aware of the full 50% retracement and where that exists, guys. That's right near the highs of the range yesterday, or the highs of the consolidation in 83.36. We are bearish below those numbers, guys. There's nothing to buy here outside of a short scalp. You're counter trend trading to take a long. Okay, you are not trading with the trend if you were going long in this market, simply put. The Dow has just been absolutely rocked here, guys. I'm going to be looking at the low of the prior day to low here in the Dow, and this is actually more favorable setup for me personally than the S&P or the NASDAQ. And if you take a look, we'll back out to the daily. The Dow could fall all the way back into these highs it broke out of, no problem. We could drop another 200-300 points, you know, just over the next couple days. Oil here, guys. There's so much going on with the indexes right now. The only measured move I have set up in oil is the full halfway back from the overnight high to low. That level is 55.90, and it is very close to trading. We are 6 ticks away from trading the 55.90 as a 50% retracement short into the trend. We do have a downside target that's been confirmed at 54.25, and oil is selling off as well. So really the important thing with the indexes here, guys, is pay attention to that VIX. Gold has been just bid here. We're really breaking out. We have an extension that's holding in the overnight session. I am drawing Monday's high to high. You can see that is already completed profit targets. It's negative 23 and it's negative 61. That same anchor new high, guys, 1476.6 is that level I'm looking at. 1476.6. Set your alert there. That's where I'm looking for a potential entry into the long trend for gold. And then I'm gonna actually move on to these currencies, guys. These currencies are just absolutely ripping out, really technical. There's a dollar weakness trade going on. You have an extension in the euro from the high of what is Friday, high to high sequence. 38% retracement is traded. Upside target is 1.1104, guys, but the euro has, you can clearly see, had a very aggressive run. Range expansion, extensions holding to the upside. The USD JPY is the exact opposite. We had traditional shorts yesterday. Now we're holding a low to low extension. Those have completed. I'm going to be looking at the same anchor new low for an entry. So that same anchor new low, the 50% retracement would be all the way back at 109.08. 109.08 for the potential short entry into USD JPY. Great Britain pound USD, guys. I'm just going to show you this on the daily chart. This is breaking out of a big bull flag and has upside targets at 131.13 and 132.77. We are, this has been a multi-week consolidation, and this is something that I'm really looking to get long and hold for the time being. But that's all I'm going to go over for the currencies right now. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up, leave your comment below. I'm coming back in 2020. Feel free to share this, social media platforms. That'd be great. Tweet it out, share it on Facebook, or anybody you think that would find it helpful. Everybody take care, and I'll see those of you guys who are in my trading room Discord there. For the rest of you guys, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Take care.